Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Moaadh Ghamdan Ali Abdulqader with student number 25051204253, and today I'm gonna explain or I'm gonna do my presentation about types of computer memory. So in introduction, computer memory is one of the most important components in a computer system. It's used to store data and informations and instructions that are needed by the CPU to perform tasks. Without memory, the computer cannot process data or run programs. So here we say that the memory is very important, and without the computer memory, we cannot even process data and we cannot even use any apps or applications. And we're gonna see this in the next slides, and we're gonna explain everything about them. So there are different types of memories, and each type has a specific function. Some memory is used for temporary storage, while other types are used for permanent storage and other things and games and application. So this allows the computer to work efficiently and manage data properly. Memory also helps improve the speed and the performance of a computer. And we're gonna see in the next slides when we explain the RAM and the ROM and the VRAM and the other type of memories, and we gonna know how it's affect the speed and how it's affect the performance of a computer. So we have here faster memory allows quicker access to data, which makes programs run smoothly. For example, when we open application or play game, memory is used to store and process the required data, and the memory is the main thing that processes the required data here for opening games or programs or anything inside your computer. So memory works together with the CPU and other components to ensure that the system runs correctly. The operating system also manages memory by allocating space to different program and removing it when it's no longer needed. So in this presentation, I will explain the main types of computer memory, including primary memory and secondary memory, and the type of them, and as well as the functions and differences. So we're gonna start here with the memory classification. So we have in the beginning primary memory. The primary memory is memory that is directly accessed by the CPU, and it's a very fast, but it has limits. So, and we have secondary memory too. So the secondary memory used for long-term storage. It has larger capacity but slower speed. So here we divided the memory into two main types, the primary memory and the secondary memory. Primary memory, as we know, that it's directly connected to the CPU, so it's very fast. But however, it has limit space. So uh, what do we mean by limit space here? It means like it's only working when the computer working sometimes, and it has a limit space. But the secondary memory, on the other hand, is used to store data for a long time. So it has a very large limit, but the negative thing about it is that it's more slower than the primary memory. So we have more faster, but it's limit space, and here we have more slower, but it's for long-term storage. So here is the first primary memory type. We have the RAM. the random access memory. So RAM is temporary memory used to store data while the computer is running. It's volatile, meaning data is lost when power is off. So the RAM is only for store data while the computer is running. So when we are turning off the computer or off the power, we'll lose the data that the RAM is processing. It helps improving and it helps the system performance. So here we have the RAM. So the RAM actually, as we know that the RAM is one of the most important types of memories because it's used when the computer is running. For example, when you are opening applications like Chromes or game, this data is stored in RAM. So the more RAM you have, the better your computer can handle multiple tasks at the same time. That's why if your computer have a big amount of RAM or a big number, you can do more than task in the same time comfortably without lagging, without anything. So, but RAM, the negative about it is when the bar is off, all the data will delete it. All the data will be deleted. So that's it. This is the RAM here, and this is the explanation of RAM. Here next we have the ROM. So ROM, it's read-only memory. ROM is permanent memory that stores important system instru- instructions such as BIOS, and it's non volatile and keeps data even when the computer is turning off. So RAM here is different from RAM because it stores permanent data, so it continues important instruction that help start the computer, such as we saw it here as a BIOS. So even if the computer for RAM, even if the computer is turned off, the data in RAM will stay safe. So this makes the RAM very important for system startup. So here the RAM is when the computer is running, but if you turn off the computer, that data will be deleted. But here the RAM, if you turn off the computer, the data will stay there and it will not disappear. Here we have other type of primary memory. We have the cache memory. So cache is very fast memory that stores frequently used data to speed up processing. Sorry, so we have three type. We have L1 cache, fastest and smallest, and we have L2 the medium speed and size, and we have L3 the larger but slower than L1 and L2. So here, cache memory is even faster than the RAM. You know, the cache memory here, it's even faster than the RAM. But it's located, the cache memory is located very close to the CPU. So its job, it's to store frequency as we saw here. Use that frequency, use data. So the CPU can access it quickly. The CPU can access the cache memory quickly because it's located next to the CPU. And as we saw here, there are three levels. The L1, the fastest, and the L2 is the medium, and the L3 is the larger but the slower. So the catch is actually helps improve overall system speed. So it's helping our computer to be more faster with tasks and processing. And This is about cache memory. We go to the VRAM and its type of primary memory too, or the video RAM. VRAM is memory used in graphics cards to store images, textures, and video data. It improves graphics performance in games and multimedia. So here the VRAM is used by graphics cards as we saw here and stored images too and textures and video data. This is very important for gaming. The VRAM is very important for gaming and video editing. So the more VRAM you have, the better the graphics performance will be. So if your VRAM is high, you will have a very good experience and a very good quality with the games and the video editing. So VRAM is for the graphics and store images. And here we have, we finished here from the part of the primary memory. We're gonna come here to the memory management. Memory management is handled by the operating system. It's allocates memory to programs and remove it after use that ensure efficient performance. So here the memory management is controlled by the operating system as we saw here. So the operating system is the one that controlling the memory management. So it decides how much memory each program gets. The memory management here is the one that decide how much memory each program gets. And also, the memory management removes memory when programs are closed. So it's removing the memories too when you are closing the programs. So what does it do? What does it help? Of course, when it's managing your memory and managing your programs data and memory, this helps prevents errors and makes the system run smoothly because it's removing the unneeded data in your computer. So this is helping your computer to work smoothly and help the computer to less the errors. So this is the purpose of memory management. We have here secondary memory and its types. So we start the secondary memory here with HDD or the hard disk driver. HDD use magnetic disks to store data. It's a for large storage capacity at a lower cost, but has lower speed to mechanical parts. And we have the SSD, the solid state drive. SSD use the flash memory. Sorry, SSD use the flash memory with no moving parts. It's faster, more durable, and more reliable than HDD. So HDD is the traditional storage here. Is the traditional storage device here that use spinning disks. So the HDD is the traditional one and it use spinning disks. It's cheaper actually, the HDD it's cheaper and it has large storage, but it's so slow. But however, on the other hand, the SSD is the newer technology that uses flash memory. So it's much faster than the HDD and more much faster and more reliable because it has no moving parts. But here the HDD has a lot of moving parts. The SSD have no moving parts. That's why the modern computers use SSD more than HDD. So in the modern computers, usually you will see that solid state drive, not the hard disk drive. We have here, we're still in secondary memory parts. We have the NVMe SSD and the flash drive. So the NVMe SSD use BCLA uh, interface to prove very high speed data transfer, making it much faster than traditional SSD. But the flash drive is a portable storage device that uses USB connection. It's used to store and transfer files easily. So the NVMe here is faster type of SSD, faster type of the SSD that we explain here, and that use PCIe connection, so it can transfer the data very quickly because it's using the PCIe interface, so it can transfer the data very quickly. While is that flash drive is very small portable devices used to store and transfer files. So the NVMe is faster type of SSD that uses BCLA connections. So the NVMe can transfer the data very quickly, while the flash drive are small portable device used to store and transfer files. They are easy to use and commonly used in daily life. The flash drive, they are more easily to use than the NVMe SSD, and it's commonly used in daily life, as we know that most of us have flash drives and most of us can use it because it's very easy to use it. And in here we can say we finished the part of secondary memory. We will go here the types of RAM. So we have DRAM, SRAM, and DDRAM. So there is a lot different types of RAM. DRAM is the most common and needs uh, in our lives right now, and the SRAM is the faster and used in cache memory, but it's more expensive. The SRAM is very expensive. So the DDRAM is a modern version with higher speed, like we have DDR4 and we have DDR5. So the SRAM is very fast, and we saw that it's used in cache, but it's very expensive in the same time. But the DDRAM is the modern version with the higher speed. And here we have the other memory types. We have LPDDR, and we have GDDR, and we have ECC memory. So LPDDR is used in mobile devices for low power consumption, and the GDDR used in graphics card for high performance. The ECC memory can detect and correct errors for better reliability. So as we say, it's correct errors for better reliability. So the LBDD DDR is used in mobile device because it saves a lot of power, because it's in low power and it saves a lot of power. The GDDR is used in graphics cards for high performance, and the ECC memory is used in servers because it can detect and fix errors, making it like more reliable. And for here we have the conclusion. So the computer memory is essential for system performance and overall efficiency. It allows the computer to store, access, and process data quickly, Understanding different types of memory helps us know how computers work and how to improve their speed and performance. And that was all for me. That's my presentation for today. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.